My name's Brady Cannon. I'm 19 years old. I'm a film student at UNCW. This is my first actual cosplay. I've made Halloween costumes before, but never for like cosplay.
My name is Crystal Santoro. I am 22 and I'm an archaeologist. Cosplay is taking a character that is fiction and bringing it to life by wearing what that character wears, doing what that character does, and basically all around becoming that character. I've been cosplaying probably since I was like 8 or 9.
My first thought as soon as I heard that people do that was like, I want to do that. I chose Link from The Legend of Zelda, and I chose him because The Legend of Zelda is probably the first video game I remember playing. I mean, I always wanted to dress up when I was little and like be Link. Like, who's played the game and doesn't want that?
So my parents got separated when I was about 1.5 years old. I lived with my mom, but I would occasionally get to see my dad. And when I was about 4 years old, he had bought a PlayStation and bought this game that he wanted me to play. And that game was the original Tomb Raider game. Everything about Lara Croft, I loved her. She was strong, she was a woman, she was doing really badass things all the time. She was the first real bond between my father and I. And because of that, everything about her is just perfect for me. I think that it's not just cosplay that is over-sexualized or sexualized in any manner. Most comic book, video game, pop culture characters are not nuns. They are dressed rather provocatively. They have wonderful, voluptuous figures. If you're able to emulate that character well, then you're not over-sexualizing something, you're just portraying the way that the character is. You're proud of what you've made. I don't see why anybody else should be knocking you down every 10 seconds, every step of the way. It's sexy, it's life. Deal with it. It's a great feeling to be a part of a community where I can say, all right, I'm going to do this. I am going to make this costume and I'm going to go to this con with my friends and we are going to have a great time. That kind of exposure to the people that are just like you has probably made my life 10 times better. I know that's like a really big statement, but I've made it through quite a few struggles because of those people, and that's gotta be the best part.
I'm pretty nervous about how people are going to react to the costume just because I honestly think I did a horrible job at it. The tunic just looks like a giant green dress or something. It looks like a lead apron you would get at the doctor's office. Hopefully I won't be the worst costume there and people won't judge me even if I am.
I think that the community is getting to a point where it's more accepting. There's always going to be someone who thinks that you look like crap or that you shouldn't be doing it or something like that, but there are always going to be those people that, hey, how are you? You look great, like fleeting moments, and somebody is going to want to ask you about your costume, and if they don't the first few times, that's okay. When you're starting out, try not to think so much of everyone else. Focus on you and the way that it makes you feel, and then everyone else will come around to it, and if they don't, you'll find new people that will.
If I could pick any character to cosplay from like just popular culture, I'd probably do like a really, really nice Batman cosplay, like with an actual latex mask and like metal gauntlets and stuff, and just a padded muscle suit, and like actually get buff and have huge arms and stuff, and just drive up in a Batmobile. But Batman was probably the first popular culture thing that I liked and that I still like to this day, because something about like the fact that there's a world where there's all these people with superpowers doing stuff, and then there's a guy who's literally just a person in a bat costume, and he's out of his mind. Actually, can I change my answer about cosplay to Hello Kitty?
For my first costume, it was a lot of, I'm going to buy this perfect piece and just add it to something else. Like, it wasn't any actual construction, it was find the perfect shorts, find the perfect boots, find the perfect top, and then go from there. I'll see a character and I'll be like, that's a really cool outfit, and I can get a connection off of them. I'm like, all right, I can see myself cosplaying that, that'd be cool, and I write it down on my list. I was not confident in my first cosplay at all, and then people started pouring in, and I was like, wow, okay, this is kind of scary. Once it finally all came together, it was a thrill. I loved it.
My name is Caroline Lee. I'm cosplaying Velvet Scarlatina from Ruby. It's cool to go out and see people that you know and have them not recognize you at all. It's also really fun to like have something that you like work so hard on come to life. I think people's passion definitely shows.
Stick it, please. One.
Read it. Sword.
My name is Desmond. This is one of my original cosplay. I call them Dead Men. To me, cosplay is an art. It's a way to express yourself. When I put on cosplay, I get into character. That's the best part about it.
My name is Marname. I think the funnest thing about cosplay is that you're not doing it by yourself. It's not a competition or anything. It's just having fun with your friends.
For my first con, I think this is actually really awesome. I'm definitely going to do it again. I'm going to put a lot more effort into my costume next time.
A good time. It's a smaller con, but it's got a lot of good stuff, great panels, and a lot of good cosplayers.
I've seen a few costumes. I've seen a few other Links, like the Dark Link that we saw. He was pretty cool.
I've seen a lot of Lolita fashion, which is great because they play into the character really well, and they're really good at getting into that Lolita feel, which is great.
I'm more satisfied with it now that I've gotten here and I've seen people's reactions to it and stuff. I don't feel self-conscious about the horrible sewing job that I did. If I had to give someone advice, I would say don't worry so much about how good your costume looks in terms of what other people are going to think, because the con environment, it's not judgmental.
I think if you're into anything anime, video game, comic book related, anything like that, just come. You don't even have to be in cosplay, just come to a Comic-Con or an anime con or something like that, and once you get in here and you feel the excitement and you see all the cosplays and you see all the nerdy people that are just like you, you'll be addicted. You'll come back.